Well, let's now highlight these photographs of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who had a very warm welcome in Paris, France yesterday, September 10th. These newly released photographs showing President Tinubu smiling and shaking hands with French President Emmanuel Macron were taken at the Élysée Palace. The president is in France as part of his 10-day working vacation. In a post on X, Tinubu stated that he had a productive lunch with the French president, adding that they both reviewed key areas of cooperation between Nigeria and France and agreed to deepen their partnership for mutual prosperity and global stability. Ayo, I mean, the president looks really dapper in that blue suit, wouldn't you say?
Yeah,
but you know, that. You did in his blues. I mean, and they were matching.
They were matching.
Yes,
it just shows that the relationship between the French president and the Nigerian president is quite deep and cordial.
Let me tell you what people are saying on social media before I come to you. Well, this person wrote, Mr. President, you are looking fresh in your suit. There is insecurity everywhere in Nigeria. Oh, I know those close to you won't tell you. That was quite funny. Then another ex-user, I think this person's on Instagram, wrote, was Nigeria colonized by France? I mean, did they change history? Why this France? France. Is it the only country for international relationships? I thought that was funny as well. But then another ex-user wrote, Mr. President, I understand that you are on your annual leave, and of course, you are entitled to it. However, I urge you to reflect. What has your government truly achieved so far? We have 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. Would it not be more ideal for you and your cabinet to focus on fixing the country so that you and every Nigerian can travel locally and enjoy the infrastructure you put in place, rather than going abroad? What value does such foreign travel add to your legacy? And of course, you know that these sorts of questions will always come up when we see the photographs of the president out there. And of course, you know, Nigerians will react in this manner.
Also, there are many things, and thank you for bringing out these salient points.
Yes.
Earlier on, when we talked about the picture, I had made the comment that the president looked healthy, and that he went for that.
He actually does.
He does look. He looks really nice. So Nigeria's money is working. You know, because no, it's true. Because to a very large extent, we pay for a lot of the enjoyment that the president, the good side. He also works hard, so you know that's part of his benefits as president. So yes, Nigeria's money is working. But I made a statement.
Woman leader.
No. But I made a statement earlier.
It needs your money.
No,
to buy suits.
Money is never too much.
Is it true?
It's never. Even not. I hope it was the money he used for the trip. I think the money he used for the trip. If you can tell me that because he has so much money, was his own personal funds that funded this trip, then we can say that he doesn't have money.
EFCC to investigate the source of his suits.
Let me talk about that suit, because Dr. Abati talked about how.
Can we have the picture?
Abati said that it was GQX.
Yes.
You know, his suit.
GQ.
And I said, and I still maintain, that I hope that he bought Nigeria to grow the Naira. That suit would have been nicely made in Aba, because they make some of the most quality. And this is advocate. I mean, if he's the chief marketing officer, imagine if in conversation with the president of the fashion capital of the world saying, oh, look at this outfit. I made it from this. So let me bring us trade between France and Nigeria. So any little opportunity or any opportunity to sell Nigeria is very welcome. So, sir, please, tell us the maker of that suit. Now, going to your point, the truth is that
it's probably an Amani suit.
No, Dr. But I refuse to believe that the president is wearing Amani. Going to France,
very good tailors.
This is my Atafo.
Okay.
Anyways,
promotion.
But let me just say that.
Imagination.
Let me finish. So what I was saying was that in those posts and those X posts and Instagram posts, oftentimes this is what we see. Our leaders, the look of our leaders do not reflect the look of the people. Now, you might say, what is the power of a picture? Only yesterday we talked about Nepal and how this uprising and discontent started with pictures of luxurious lifestyle of politicians' kids, Nipo babies. And so when people go online, and we're talking about the power of social media, the people in rural areas who are suffering, who have access to a phone, will look at their picture, open it and say that life is so difficult for me, yet my leaders are shining. They look like nothing is staining their white. this is what caused and what was brewing under when the conflict in Nepal started. I'm just saying that it might look like it's a joke, but it's very true. Right. If people continuously see that, oh, our leaders look good, they are traveling abroad, they have access to good quality healthcare, access to infrastructure that we are deprived of at home, it will brew discontent. So while I agree that the president has a right to go on holiday, go abroad, even though I still advocate that there are nice places at home he can go to, there's a point to be made about make your own country better. The world is becoming more intolerant to foreigners, to migration. And so let's fix our country so that we don't need to be lining up or queuing at embassies to get visas to go abroad when we can actually make our country better. So good thing President Tinubu is abroad. So I hope he can learn, see a few things in France that is nice and can come and replicate in Nigeria or even do better at home.
Well said. He's also going to the UK as well. So I'm sure that we'll see some pictures from the United Kingdom as well. Well, now to
all right. Ayo, you have well spoken. In fact, let me go with your last word. I hope he can find good thing, in France there that he can replicate in Nigeria, because this has actually been the problem. These guys, they travel out, they go out, they see things, they enjoy luxuries, they see things, they go to places where things are working, infrastructure, healthcare, whatever, what have you, everything is working. But they come back and they don't implement any change. It seems nothing changes. Now, it's not looking as if, okay, they like the way their own country is. They subject their people to poverty. They don't want to civilize their people. They don't want to, improve their people, just so that they can remain on top. Because this is what I feel. Nobody who goes out and you are seeing luxury, you are seeing things that you know that, okay, these things actually can be achieved in your own country, and you go and you come back and you're not making any impact, you're not making any effort. Just like Ayo rightly said as well, talking about the suit of the president, that, okay, yes, do you know that that suit that he wore, it can be a source of advertisement and encouragement to Nigerians here. This is what we are talking about. Aside joke, okay, yeah. Imagine that that suit was made by an African man, from Nigeria, of which I know, I am very, very sure that we have men that can do that and do it perfectly well for the president. But of course, it's not going to advertise, it's not going to patronize the Nigerian fashion market. They will prefer to get it abroad. Once it is outside country, it becomes original, it becomes the best. So these are what we are talking about. Aside just going, in as much as, okay, yes, you can go anywhere and relax, you can also make Nigeria a very, very nice place. You can stay out of office here in Nigeria and take your time and enjoy yourself somewhere it mustn't be outside the country. These are what we are talking about. And when people begin to see some of these things, people will begin to feel encouraged that, okay, even here, the leaders, they are, within the country, they are beginning to look inward. And then everybody will start looking inward. Anyway, I just thought to share my little contributions, because I love what the last speaker, Ayo, said about the president. Thank you very much.